It's much later in the day. My white hoodie, which I'm still wearing, has gotten dingier than it was before. And I've purposely put a nice little blank space next to me. The work that I was supposed to do today has been completed. The great part about that is I had to work with someone else's Word file that had an Excel spreadsheet on the inside of it and rebrand it to the standard, which meant definitely not messing with anything inside of that spreadsheet. That thing needed to stay exactly the way it was. Don't touch a single thing in there. So that's the reason I was trying to preserve that, get it out of Word. I had to turn it from a Word file, adjust the colors, turn it to a Acrobat file, and then once it was an Acrobat file, I actually had to get rid of the header and the footer. My Word guys will know exactly what I'm referring to here, but I needed all the content moved over to Illustrator because in Illustrator I can just move things the way I want to without touching that spreadsheet. So I did that. I got the logo. I put the logo up here the way it's supposed to be, all the branding and everything. I put the title over here. I'm just following the instructions of the boss. And everything got adjusted. The colors were great. The color match perfectly. I even got the RGB colors just to make sure that I hit the right color scheme on this here. Because you know how to do this here. Just make sure you do it. Once I had all the assets, we're talking about after the final adjustment of the draft, it was like 30 minutes to an hour to just wrap it all up. Total time, couple of hours, but it was really just trying to make sure that this looks right, that looks right. I found a couple of ghosts or floaters, it was weird. And the original spreadsheet that was made, Word file that was made, that was from a spreadsheet, I think I know why it was so messed up originally. Because there was, out of the 3 pages, 1 page did not work right. And it broke down to, they must have built it in such a rush at the time because everything back then was boom, 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 boom. The first 2 pages was working off of a style sheet. The last page was not working off of a style sheet. And if it's not working off a style sheet, no matter what you put in for the footer and the header, it doesn't matter because that last sheet, it doesn't know what to do. It's just going to be like, I don't care. So that's what was happening. And I was like, this is so weird. Did that disrupt anything? Not really. I would have probably gone down the same path. Did not have to use Photoshop though. But Illustrator was very useful because now we have it, especially since we're not going to mess with the actual content, we have it in a format that will work for us. So that's how my morning went. So that was done. Now, for those who are checking out my Metal Storm videos, I have been working on something. This right here. This is a spreadsheet of my own, and it's going to be another line of videos for Metal Storm because people continuously ask the exact same question: which one should I get? And I cannot tell you which one to get, but I can tell you what some of these things do. And this spreadsheet right here, this is going to be a video that basically tells you what the name of the aircraft is, what its capabilities is, what I use it for. That's important. What I use this aircraft for. And what the blueprint is, and did I actually install that blueprint? So it's going to be a lot of good detailed information, and I might try to throw in a little bit of footage because there's a couple of them, like the one for, I think it's a J10, it uses Spook. And Spook is basically, there's an aircraft over here and you lock in on them, but you don't shoot them, and you just lock in on them with this Spook feature. And generally someone will get scared and go, oh my God, there's somebody coming after me. And they might run into a wall. When you spook someone, you can spook them from a farther distance than what they are normally at. or normally what you can shoot at. So in other words, when they're long range away, but you only have medium range, you can still spook them at long range, not at medium range. So that could be actually useful. The very last thing is, I know you guys listen to me get all sad and everything about the music situation. Generally, when I do the stuff that I talked about in the very beginning of this video here, the music, the working stuff, I usually have on headphones, and when I have on headphones, it's just me flowing. Once I have everything in front of me that I need to work on, I can just flow and do this and do that. And my two arms turn into like 6 different arms, and they're working all over the place. And it's really, really cool to see. But when I don't have the music, I can hear road noise. I can hear the computer fan because I'm using a PC. I'm not using the Mac to do that. I can hear stuff around me, and it's just like, it can be very boring in a bad way. Bad boring, not good boring. I like good boring. And we think we have the solution. Well, we know what one of the problems is with my music situation. Number one, my Mac Mini, I never installed my music on there. That's a problem. Because I never installed my music on there, I literally don't have full access to my music on my actual computer, which is connected to my iPad and my phone. And because of that, it might be the reason why it's only accepting just that music, because without that authorization, and I do have multiple accounts. When I say multiple accounts, I've got a really old account which links into all of the different musics that's available, might be the reason why it's not giving the authentication to play. And even the lady at Apple was so nice. She gave me a name of some software that I need to install. If my mom is watching, I'm sorry I haven't called you in a few days. I will give you a call soon. But she told me about about a software package that I can use to help my mom get through stuff when she struggles on things. But yeah, the lady was really, really nice to me, and we were going through some settings. She asked me had I used the VPN, like not recently, but never on this Mac. We just went through a whole slew of different things to try to resolve it, and it didn't work out. But we did find out that there is some authentication that is not properly done with the music, because it's on the iPhone. Oh, that's the iPhone. It's on the iPhone, but it's grayed out, and I bet you it's because the main machine is not authorized, which means that this guy right here is not authorized. So, and I haven't capped my 5 authorizations because I have deactivated previous devices, so we haven't gotten that far. So that's 3 things. A little bit of a rant of what actually happened today, and I got a chance to do some work, some artsy-fartsy work. I did my timesheet. You know, I hate doing timesheets, but I also hate doing quarterly reports. Don't tell nobody I haven't done my quarterly report yet. I got the sheets up, but I haven't done the quarterly reports. And for those who complain about quarterly reports, please remember that you're not doing daily reports. If you're not doing daily reports, your life is really, really good, because when you have to do daily reports, your life sucks. Every single day you say to yourself, your life sucks. I'm a guy who used to have to do daily reports. Back then, my life used to suck. Real bad. Real bad. But anyway, I don't have anything else to say. Well, it's almost time to do some gardening. That's the end of this video.